Have you ever agreed to something and later wondered why it felt so wrong inside your mind? What if people around you are quietly influencing your thoughts, emotions, and decisions without you noticing? This video reveals hidden psychological tricks that control minds silently. Awareness gives you strength and protection. Stay focused as each point reveals something powerful. Do not forget to like and subscribe to stay informed and safe. 1. Gaslighting. Gaslighting makes you doubt your memory, thoughts, and emotions over time repeatedly. The manipulator denies facts until your confidence is replaced with uncertainty. You begin questioning yourself instead of questioning their repeated behavior. Reality feels unstable and confusing in all interactions you face. You seek validation for things you once knew clearly and confidently. Their calm tone makes you appear irrational or overly emotional to yourself. Self-trust weakens as dependence on their opinion grows slowly over time. This tactic hides behind care, concern, or humor to manipulate your perception. Empathetic people are targeted more often due to their openness and kindness. Over time, you feel lost and unsure of your own judgment in daily life. They exaggerate mistakes and misinterpret words to make you doubt yourself. You begin apologizing for things you did not do repeatedly. It creates a sense of confusion and mental exhaustion gradually over weeks. 2. Guilt tripping. Guilt tripping pressures you emotionally to agree without logical reasoning at all. Past favors or sacrifices are repeated to create constant emotional pressure. You feel selfish for asserting normal boundaries or saying no to requests. Saying no begins to feel morally wrong even when refusal is reasonable. Kindness is exploited and transformed into a tool for control over choices. You apologize repeatedly even when you are not responsible for mistakes. Self-respect slowly fades as guilt grows stronger over time in your mind. This tactic appears often in family friendships and romantic partnerships. Responsibility becomes confused with obligation repeatedly by constant reminders. You feel trapped in relationships without realizing it at first. Emotional manipulation makes normal requests seem impossible to refuse. Your feelings are ignored and your decisions questioned constantly. The manipulator makes you feel like your happiness depends on them. Recognizing this pattern helps rebuild emotional boundaries and confidence. 3. Love bombing. Love bombing overwhelms you with attention, praise, and affection very quickly. The intensity feels exciting, comforting, and makes you feel deeply validated. Suddenly, the affection decreases, causing anxiety and craving for validation. You try harder to regain attention and approval you once received. Dependence forms around their approval and begins affecting your mood. Emotional balance becomes fragile and linked directly to their behavior. Healthy bonds grow steadily, not intensely, to build real trust. This manipulative pattern hides future attempts at control and dependency. Consistency matters more than intensity in any healthy relationship or interaction. You start tolerating unreasonable behavior for brief periods of attention. Manipulators use reward and withdrawal to maintain emotional control. Your emotions are trained to react to unpredictable affection patterns. Hope drives attachment strongly, making neglect feel unbearable. Awareness protects your emotions and prevents long-term manipulation. 4. Silent treatment. Silent treatment occurs when someone deliberately withdraws communication to punish. Communication stops completely, leaving you confused, anxious, and overthinking. You search your mind for mistakes even when none exist or are minor. Peace becomes more important than expressing your true thoughts or feelings. You apologize just to restore connection, even when you are not wrong. Control happens without the manipulator saying a single word or explanation. Responsibility is avoided completely, while emotional pressure remains on you. Silence becomes a weapon to manipulate and weaken your assertiveness. You suppress opinions or needs to avoid conflict and discomfort repeatedly. This creates a pattern where silence dominates every interaction. Over time, you fear expressing yourself openly around them. Emotional withdrawal is used to force submission and compliance constantly. The manipulator avoids direct conflict while controlling your behavior silently. Healthy communication never relies on absence or punishment to influence decisions. 5. Playing the victim. Playing the victim shifts blame while presenting themselves as emotionally hurt. Your concerns and feelings are ignored completely as their pain takes stage. Accountability disappears as sympathy and drama dominate every conversation. You feel guilty for expressing opinions or asserting personal boundaries strongly. Truth is buried under emotional exaggeration to manipulate your reactions. Your needs are neglected to keep you focused on their suffering. Empathy is exploited unfairly, forcing you to adjust your behavior repeatedly. This pattern is subtle, but creates long-term emotional dependence on them. Manipulation hides under vulnerability or distress in subtle but effective ways. You feel obligated to comfort them before addressing your own concerns. Over time, this creates imbalance and dependency in the relationship. They redirect attention from problems they cause to their feelings consistently. You begin prioritizing their emotions over your own needs repeatedly. Recognizing this pattern allows you to assert boundaries without guilt. 6. Fear manipulation. Fear manipulation creates imagined threats to control your choices completely. They predict failure, loss, or abandonment even when it may not happen. Fear weakens logical thinking, making you choose safety over growth. Confidence declines steadily while dependence on the manipulator grows. You feel anxious and vulnerable, making decisions without approval. Growth begins to feel risky and dangerous under constant pressure. Control feels protective even though it is intended to limit freedom. Threats and warnings are repeated to ensure compliance consistently. Questioning the legitimacy of threats restores courage and mental clarity. This tactic exploits natural fear instincts repeatedly over time. You begin avoiding decisions to escape potential danger unnecessarily. Emotional pressure is used to restrict independence constantly. Fear is framed as protection while it actually limits growth. Awareness helps distinguish real threats from manipulative ones. 7. Backhanded compliments. Backhanded compliments are subtle insults disguised as praise repeatedly. You feel uneasy or doubting yourself after hearing indirect remarks. Confidence erodes gradually as the manipulator maintains superiority quietly. Approval is sought from someone who undermines your self-worth daily. Respect becomes unbalanced as you focus too much on their opinions. True praise feels uplifting and never leaves you questioning your abilities. The tactic hides behind humor, concern, or casual remarks for acceptability. Emotional impact accumulates quietly, leaving you vulnerable over time. Overanalyzing interactions increases anxiety and reduces self-trust. You begin measuring your worth based on their reactions consistently. Indirect criticism is used to manipulate behavior subtly but effectively. Manipulators use charm and wit to disguise negativity repeatedly. Recognition of disguised insults restores self-confidence and clarity. Awareness helps prevent erosion of self-esteem over time. You now understand how manipulation hides in everyday interactions and relationships. Awareness breaks control and restores mental clarity. Use this knowledge to protect your emotions and decisions. Share this insight with those who need clarity. Understanding weakens manipulation instantly. Your mind deserves peace and confidence every day. Stay alert and self-aware in all situations. Learning builds mental strength consistently. Awareness leads to freedom and independence. Do not forget to like and subscribe for more powerful content.